Hey, what's up everyone? It's George here. Just want to do a short video today on price wars and undercutting. Now, I get it. It's very annoying. You know, you list a product at $20, expecting to make $6 profit, for example. All of a sudden, another seller jumps on. They go 5 cents lower than you. You match their price. They go another 5 cents lower than you. You match their price again. They go another 5 cents lower than you. All of a sudden, you're in a price war, a race to the bottom, and then your profit, instead of being whatever it was, it's half. You're making it only $1 profit. I get it. It's very, very annoying. Now, more experienced Amazon sellers understand that it's actually just part of the game. It happens often. It doesn't always happen, but on some listings it happens. Okay, prices change, sometimes for the worse, but sometimes even for the better. So in this video, we're going to discuss a few things regarding price wars. So firstly, we're going to discuss why price wars and undercutting actually happens. Then we're going to discuss the two main ways that you can actually react when there is a price war. Then we're going to discuss, out of the two ways, which is the best according to the situation at hand. And then lastly, we're going to discuss how to avoid price wars altogether, what you can do preemptively to avoid it altogether. So why do sellers sometimes undercut on listings? Well, you got to understand, most sellers use a repricer. Now, repricers have many different ways where you can set them, but mostly what people do is they either set to match the lowest price or to undercut the lowest price. Having that in mind, why would someone want to undercut? The main reason why someone would want to undercut is to get rid of their stock. They have too much in stock, for example, and they want to sell it off as fast as possible. In most cases, you should probably aim to sell off you should buy enough stock that will sell off in a month. And if you see that it might not be selling off within that month, you might want to undercut the competition, so you can dominate the buy box, get those sales, and get rid of that stock, so you can get your profit and reinvest it into another product. Now, one thing that kind of occurs sometimes is people don't observe their repricer. They might have hundreds or thousands of active listings, and they might not realize that they're actually losing out on profit, and because they've forgotten their repricer. They've set the repricer a while ago where there was some more competition. The price may have adjusted. They restocked, and they don't actually even realize that they could actually price a lot higher and still get the buy box and share the buy box with the other sellers. So sometimes some sellers actually drop the ball and they don't look at their repricer, and their repricer is just undercutting everyone. So that's another reason why that happens, but that's more of a mistake rather than a legitimate reason why people undercut. So mostly the main reason people undercut is to get rid of their stock as fast as possible. So the two main ways that you can react when you're in a price war is to either undercut as well, do exactly what the other sellers are doing, or you can just wait for them to sell out and then price the product at the price you want. Now, both have their pros and cons. Now, in regards to undercutting as well, so what you do when you undercut, you increase the sales of the product at the expense, or basically you're sacrificing your profit. Okay, so you're getting the sales that you would like to have gotten, but you're missing out on profit that you could have had. So the pro is increased sales. The con is less profit. The unknown factor is that all these people that are undercutting, they might run out of stock within a few days, and you could have had priced the product at the price you wanted to originally. So so that brings you to the waiting part. If you were to wait and just wait for the other people to sell out, obviously you're getting the profit at the expense of sales. So your sales have dropped because you're not selling at a low price, but you will make that profit. Now, the other thing is, the unknown factor to this is the fact that you don't know if they have more stock coming in. It might appear that the seller that you're competing against has only 50 units in stock, but they might have another 1,000 coming on the way. There might be another 2 or 3 sellers getting ready to jump on the listing and price low. So that's the unknown factor. So when you wait, you are basically, you're not guaranteed that you're going to make more profit, but you most likely will if everyone else sells off. So those are the two drawbacks. So what is the best way to react according to the situation? Now, you got to really make a judgment call in these situations. The things that you got to look out for when looking at a listing is you got to look at the listing's BSR. So if it's a low BSR, how many units basically sell out every month as an estimate. You got to look at your competitors. How many people are priced competitively how many sellers are there, and you got to look at their stock levels. So how much stock do they have? You know, if the BSR is very low and a seller has only 100 units, 100 units isn't too much if it has a very low BSR. They might sell out within a few days. So you got to really make a judgment call. You got to look at the situation of every single ASIN, whether there's a price war, and you got to look at it, you know, and make a judgment call. How many units of stock do your competitors have? How many competitors are there? And what's the BSR? What's the likelihood that they're going to sell off? Should you compete with them? Should you take part in the pricing wars? Or should you just wait it out? You know, one thing you shouldn't do is you shouldn't wait, you know, months for people to sell out just so you can sell it at the price you actually originally wanted to. It's a huge opportunity cost. You know, you're missing out on a lot of things if you do that, you know, because in most situations, it's probably best to just sell off, get whatever profit, you know, or just get the return back and then reinvest it into profitable ASINs. So you got to really make a judgment call as a seller as to what is the best in the situation that you're looking at. Every situation is different. So how do we avoid getting to the price war or undercutting war altogether? So the main thing is product research. You got to do good product research on every single ASIN that you're looking to buy. So you got to make sure you look at the keeper chart and check out the competitors. Is the competition trending upwards, or is it trending down, or is it just staying stable? You got to really look at the competition and then compare the competition to the actual BSR. If the BSR is real low, that means that you know, the stock really sells fast, so competition isn't too much of an issue. If the BSR is very high, you know above 50 or 100,000, that means competition will really hurt this listing, and sellers that feel that they have too much stock will they'll undercut the price, you know, and try to get rid of all the stock. So that kind of gives you an understanding of, you know, the of if the people will be getting into price wars. But the next most important thing is you got to understand your stress tolerance. So you got to look and calculate your break even and calculate the historic buy box price. So that means if there's enough gap between your break even and the historic buy box price, that means that you can comfortably sell this product and even get into a few pricing wars and it'll still be okay. You'll still end up with a profit. But if you look at the break even chart and the historic buy box price has dipped below your break even many times, mate, you know, this probably isn't a good product for you to buy. You should avoid this one altogether or try to get a discount on it. So those are the things that you need to look at before buying any product, so you can make sure that you're going to end up with a profit. And the price wars, you know, you can either avoid the price wars altogether, or even if they do occur, they won't really hurt you at all. So those are the two main things. So I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video, guys. If there's any future topic you want me to cover, leave it in the comment below. I'd love to do a video on it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.